On second down, a run with Gibson.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The offense on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Tackle made by Foley Fatukasi, the former UConn Husky. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? On the counter, Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Powell throwing on third down here. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Gibson. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A handoff for Gibson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll take this to the 47 and go further. He's going to get it down well short of the line to gain. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They go play action now. Jackson. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
And one more time, here's Kirk. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 2 at the 3-yard line.
A give to Etienne running right.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They hand off to their big tight end. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jimmy Graham, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level.
After right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right. He's got a man, complete. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go right when he was flush from the pocket. A lot of times you see him eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, he stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll go play action. Howell.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver,
but it's going to be 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
The window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And how will throw it.
Wide open receiver, complete.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down.
And here's a give to Gibson.
Powering forward. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gibson again.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down.
Throwing here, Howell. Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Gibson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and a yard, Jackson. This is caught. It's Kirk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jackson to throw.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2. And get this one and just get it back to level.
And forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we're tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell.
66 yards.
And the Commanders strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Commanders 35, Jaguars 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Jackson. ETN bringing in another one.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Jackson to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Here's Jackson.
And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
Jackson.
Completion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Jackson.
And a throw right sideline is complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Throwing, Jackson.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Jackson to throw.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra point to decide this one. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles. A pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. He was brought up in the backfield. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. He sets to fire deep.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball in the special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.